The candle that remembers. They say the old part of Blackwell Town is a place that remembers everything. The buildings remember the footsteps that once walked their corridors. The alleys remember the names whispered during fog-filled nights. And at the heart of it all stands a shop that remembers people. A narrow, crooked place with a sign that reads, Wren's Candlehouse. Most nights it isn't there. But when the fog rolls thick over the cobblestones, and the street lamps burn a little dimmer than usual, the shop appears, wedged between two buildings that shouldn't have space between them. No one has ever seen the door unlock. No one has ever seen a shopkeeper. Yet candles always burn in the windows, flickering with a warm, golden glow. And that glow is what draws people in. Legend claims the candles are not made of wax and wick, but of memory, the last memories of people who died suddenly, tragically, or with something unsaid. When a candle is lit, the flame does not burn the air. It burns the story of a life that ended before it was ready. Some say the flame whispers. Others say it shows visions against the wall, like shadows of moments someone else lived, a wedding that never happened. A confession never spoken, a plea for forgiveness left hanging in the air. The memories play out until the flame dies. And then the room grows silent again. But some candles are different. Among the rows of glowing candles are a few with wicks stained black. And beside each black wick is a name carved into the wax, a name of someone who died without finishing what life demanded of them. Lighting one of these candles is forbidden. Because black wick candles don't just replay memories. They seek unfinished ones. When lit, their flame bends toward you, as if looking. The room fills with visions, not of what was, but of what should have been. A promise never fulfilled, a warning never spoken, a revenge never taken, and the candle will show you exactly what the dead still wants. If you finish their task before the flame burns out, the candle cools, and the soul inside is finally at rest. But if you fail, if the flame dies before the task is done, the memory inside the candle awakens. And it looks for something to replace it. Something alive. A new memory. A new story. A new soul. Yours. One foggy evening, a man named Elias stepped into Wren's Candlehouse. His wife had passed only a month before, leaving behind a lifetime of memories he could no longer bear to carry alone. He wanted one last moment with her. One last glimpse, just a flicker. Inside the shop, he searched for a candle with her initials carved into the wax. But in the swirling glow of dozens of flames, he picked the wrong one. A candle marked with a black wick. He lit it, and instantly, the candle's flame stretched tall, as if gasping for air. Shadows leapt across the walls, forming the outline of a man Elias didn't recognize, a man terrified, running through a storm, clutching a letter to his chest. The flame whispered, it was never delivered. Elias felt a pull deep inside, a sorrow not his own, a regret that clung to his bones. He grabbed his coat and ran into the night, following the vision the candle had shown him. But the task took longer than he expected. By the time he returned to complete it, the candle's flame had burned down to a dying ember, and then vanished. The candle went cold, and when the fog lifted the next morning, the door to Wren's Candlehouse stood open for the first time in centuries. Inside, on a small wooden table, was a new candle. Its wax was warm, its wick was black, and carved into the side was the name Elias Blackwood. Today, Wren's Candlehouse continues to appear on fog-heavy nights. Some say Elias's candle flickers in the front window, glowing softly, as if calling for someone, anyone, willing to help finish what he could not. Others claim the candle whispers at night, softly repeating a name. The name of the last person who walked too close to its flame. The rule remains unchanged, never light a candle with a name carved into it. Because the moment you do, the memory inside will remember you too. And memories, once awakened, do not let go.